Hey guys, how's it going? It's Brad here with Brad Cigars. Today we are smoking the Vegas 5 Classic. It is the Robusto size, so it is a 5 by 50. Um, let's get into it. We'll cut it, and then we'll do the first initial draw, and then we'll light it up. Nice, good cut, like always. I do prefer and like to use XR as my go-to cutter. Um, and then I do like the Vector Golf Edition lime green for my single flame torch. So, let's go. Of the initial draw, you definitely get. It's got a nutty flavor to it, almost like a walnut or a chestnut. Definitely very nutty. So let's light it up and see if the nuttiness continues and what else we find as we go along. So hopefully you enjoy. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Hey guys, so we are back. Now, I know the last cigar that I did with the review, I paired it with a whiskey. We actually paired it with Basil Hayden and some High West. But today, we're just going to pair it with a good old Coke. Alright, so we'll try and fix this burn here before we start, so we don't start off on the wrong foot. But anyways, yeah, you can definitely taste the nuttiness in it. It does have a slight hint of spice, which is very good. So this is a darker of the Vegas 5 series. There's a whole series. They do have gold, which I do like. Gold's more of like a Connecticut. It's a more mellow cigar. You know, it tastes almost like, I think of it as like you're sitting out by the campfire and you're smelling that roasted marshmallow. Like, you know, like the smell you get when you're roasting marshmallows over the fire. They're starting to warm and get melty. That's what I taste in the Gold 5. So it's a lighter, mild, mellow cigar. It's good for in the morning, you know, just waking up in the morning. Haven't really had a whole big breakfast yet. Don't want something that's going to hit you on the palate and say whatever. Say, bam, I'm here. You know, without flavor. But this Vegas 5 Classic is very good as well. They are fairly cheap sticks as well. I do think their price point is around like probably $5.50 a cigar, which isn't bad. With the hint of the Coke, it does bring out those spices and the nut with the creaminess of the soda that you can taste. So I do enjoy that. Sometimes not every cigar is meant to go with a bourbon or a whiskey. Or even a coffee at that point. Sometimes they just need a good old, there's vanilla Coke, there's Dr. Pepper, which tastes different, there's Coke, there's Pepsi, there's Sprite, ginger ale. So don't be afraid to try something, guys. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's the only way you're going to be able to know what you like and what you don't like, is you got to experiment, okay? No one's going to think anything less of you or call you stupid or think you're not man enough because you're not smoking a cigar and drinking a harsh bourbon or a nice smooth bourbon. Sometimes you can just grab a glass of water and just smoke the cigar because you just want to sit there and smoke a cigar. You don't really want something to drink. Or you can pair it with, like a soda or something. So, this is a 90 plus rating cigar as well. Bring it closer so you can see. It does have a nice oily finish on the wrap. Not a whole lot of deep veins. The construction of it, the appearance of it looks nice as well. So that always gives you points. And these cigars they're all pretty much made all the same. You going from smoking one to the next one, they all taste the exact same. This is probably about the 10th or 11th one I've had this year. Like I said, I do enjoy them. It is also a quicker smoke. It's probably this take me like 30 minutes. Sometimes it'll take people maybe 45. If you're sitting around talking, hanging out, and not really paying attention, or got nothing doing, trying to kill time and make it last longer than what it's supposed to. The wife's got a honey-do list for you that you said you'll get to after smoking the cigar. So you couldn't find the Churchill in there. All you could find was this. Your little Robusto in there. So you're making it last as long as you can. I don't blame you. So cheers. So this is a Nicaraguan Cuban seed long filler with some Dominican tobacco in it, surrounded with a oily Sumatra wrapper. I believe I'm saying that right. I'm probably not. So if you have a better way to say it or you want to correct me, feel free in the comments. Heckling is allowed. Don't mind a good heckle every once in a while. This just smooth. It's got a smooth, nutty flavor. Like I said earlier, like it's like a walnut or a chestnut. A little bit of spice. Very mild spice. It does go well with Coke, I will say. So if you've given it a try and you have found that Coke brings out a little bit more flavors in this, please let me know down below. This cigar is also, the company's been around for over 2 decades. For half a century, they've kept the price affordable for everybody to smoke. Some guys might think of this as like, a yard cigar, which is like a yard cigar when you're mowing the lawn. But I don't really care how you choose to enjoy it, whether you're sitting down relaxing after a long, stressful day, you're smoking it before you're getting ready for a big meeting, or you're just smoking it with some buddies, or you're out mowing the yard or doing some yard work, whatever. As long as you're smoking, it's all that matters. So hopefully everyone's doing well. Today is Thursday, which is nice. We do have Friday Eve is upon us. This weekend's coming up. I'm looking forward to it. We are going to get a Christmas tree tomorrow. All the lights are up on the house. So in the bar, I do have a wooden made Harley Davidson motorcycle here, which it's a nice conversational piece. We do have the Harley Davidson decanter back here with the whiskey glasses, the big rocks glasses. They are nice. Then some good old Gentleman Jack stir sticks. We do have this, which this is awesome. Needs to be cleaned, but we do use this a lot. So what this is for is in the bottom portion, you pour your soda in, and then in this top portion here, you pour your shot in. The bubble inside will fill with air, so when you're pouring your shot in, it'll separate it, so when you mix it and you drink it together in one shot, it is like it's got its own chaser in it. So it's nice, you know. It makes things interesting, very fun. I do have some glasses that I've gotten bought in that do have different cool stuff etched into them, like the Pinehurst Golf Course. So it's a rocks glass with the indented in the side for your cigar, which I will grab behind me real quick. Right here. Yep, so see it's got the Pinehurst on it, and it does, your cigar sits in there very nicely, so you can hold your cigar, take a drink, set it back down, your cigar stays there, and pull it back out, have a drink, put it back, and or keep it there and have a drink. So, you know, there's plenty of cool stuff. With cigars, you can do a lot with them. They make a lot of cool accessories for them. I do have a from the Macanudo Vintage Maduro. So you are able to also sit down and set your cigar on this as well. So you have a cigar rest. But I am coming into a predicament here. We did get a new fridge. I had a mini fridge out here in the bar that just kept little stuff in, you know, just for soda, beer, mixers. But now we are getting a full-size fridge. Well, as you might say, hey, you're getting a full-size fridge, that's great. Well, the problem is that the mini fridge I had was perfect because I put my coolador on top of it. So now I need a place to put that. So I will just do a quick little, I believe I've already done it in another video. Maybe I'll link the video in here. If I can't find it, I'll just end up creating another video, stitch it into this. As far as for places to put it, I thought about the bar top is too small to put it on. It used to sit on the bar top, but then I went from the long slab to just a little piece here, enough to set a glass and like a little hors d'oeuvre plate on, and then it's got a spot down below where I can sit there and make drinks that's probably this wide, so the humidor will definitely not fit on there. I thought about maybe cutting it into the front of the bar and recessing it in there. But then at the same time, if somebody wanted a cigar, now they got to get down on the ground, per se, or lean down or have somebody move to be able to come get a cigar, which is probably not the best thing to do. So I don't know if I'm going to build like a tabletop for it, somewhere to sit on, or build a bench for it to sit on, or some. I have to build something for it to sit on. So if you have any ideas, I'm all for them. Put them in the comments. Probably by the next video to come out, probably this weekend, which will be sometime later this week, maybe this weekend, maybe Monday, Tuesday at the latest. But hopefully by then I'll have the other fridge, show you all the stuff in there, and show you what I have done with the humidor, where I've put it, where I decided to make it its resting place once again. I would like to get a bigger humidor and put it out here, but the problem is that, as you can see, I am in a garage. It is partly sheetrocked. I'm working on finishing sheetrocking the rest of it, putting in insulation. The other side, which you can see right behind me, which is right here, this whole wall has been mudded, or insulated, mudded, taped, and painted, which is the TV that's behind here. We do usually have friends over on Friday and Saturday nights after the kids go to bed. We do come out here on Sundays and watch football. We will come out here and watch the Carolina Hurricanes game if we are not going to it. We are about 35 minutes from the Carolina Hurricanes arena, so it's very nice. We are very hockey oriented. We enjoy hockey. I grew up playing hockey. My wife's brother, so my brother-in-law, grew up playing it as well, so she was always around hockey as well. So getting back into the cigar, we've gone a little bit here. It is still the same flavor palettes. It's still nutty. It is still smooth. It is still constructed, holding well together. The ash is looking very nice. As I will do a close-up of it because it'll probably start falling off here shortly. Hopefully the camera can focus in. It's not really. Maybe we can try this. As you can see, here's the bar choices behind me. Most of the stuff on the top shelf up here and this middle shelf is empty, so really we just got this bottom shelf. But it is becoming the end of the year, so that means that we will be stocking up for next year. I do usually go to the liquor store to get bourbons and whiskeys and some other stuff, some tequilas and stuff like that. I will pick up some stuff at the end of the year. Usually I'll go 3 or 4 times a year and make a major purchase. You know, a major purchase is I'm buying 6 or more bottles. Usually it'll be, once a month I'll go and buy it and replace a bottle, but every so often I'll go and just get a whole inventory of 6 or 7 different bottles to put up there. Like I said, we are very oriented with our friends. Our friends are, obviously, they do enjoy bourbon and whiskeys as well. Family does too, so I always like this to be the hangout place. We did have a pool table in here once. Hopefully we can get the pool table back in here. The pool table is being stored due to the amount of stuff we have in the garage with all the projects that I had going on for trying to get this thing all prepped and ready for winter so everybody can hang out here and relax and not be freezing cold because it is not insulated. So now we've got the fire pit in here, which I will post a picture, which you'll be seeing in a second. There it is. And then we'll keep the garage doors shut. I have got the system working. I don't have the fan on today. Didn't know. I was trying something new to record. So hopefully the sound is a little bit better. It's not worse than what it was. This gives you more of a whole full picture instead of just close up in the face like off the phone, just sitting on the back of the bar. This is more set a few feet away. Hoping for Christmas that Santa brings me one of the sticks that you can put your phone on. It's got like the whole camera set up where you can put your camera on it and record videos with the backlight. So hopefully we'll get those. That'll, I'm sure, be a more enjoyable experience for you guys. Hopefully myself as well. So why don't you guys comment down below what your favorite stick is? What's your favorite cigar, and why is it your favorite cigar? Also, comment down below on you more of a full-bodied cigar? Do you like more of a medium, or are you a light body cigar? Let's put it in the comments below. See what a majority of our viewers are. Like I said, if there's something you want me to review, please feel free to comment below. If you do have a cigar that you have that you'd like to try and figure out something to pair with it, please let me know. I will give you some options on what to pair it with. So that's also available as well. But other than that, today's been a pretty quiet day. Nice, enjoyable, relaxing. Looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully you guys are having a good day as well. Hopefully you guys are also able to sit down and enjoy a cigar. It's just cigars are something that just is nice to just sit down and smoke because it's very relaxing. It's also, I feel it's very manly. Although there are females that do smoke cigars, and by all means, I do not think that if women smoke cigars, they're more masculine or manly. Because I know that'll be in the comments. Somebody will say something about that. My wife does smoke cigars as well. Like I said, maybe shortly here we'll get her on here as well. Maybe we'll do a video with a couple of me and my buddies out here smoking some cigars. You can get their input on what they like, why they like it, what they like to drink with it. If there's a certain occasion they like to smoke cigars. I do have a couple cigars in the humidor that I do have for special occasions. What special occasion? I don't know. It hasn't happened yet. I do have some Liberty series from 2015, 2010. I also do have some CAO Amazon Bison cigars in there. I got 2 of those left. I do have one more. I did have 6, and I only have 1 left. I do have a CAO Zocalo, which those are huge cigars. It's a 6x60. It's very enjoyable. I do like it. That is going to be saved for a special occasion since I only have 1 left. It's a nice smoke. It's mellow. It's got a lot of flavor. It's mellow flavor. It's not like, hey, here I am, I'm going to pop you in the jaw with all this flavor. but it does give your palate a nice full variety of many aromas, which are very pleasant. Um, but it does take a while to smoke, so you've got to be able to have the time to sit there. I mean, I'm not going to smoke a cigar that you can't find again, or is something hard to find, and just sit there and smoke it for 30 minutes when it's a 2-hour cigar and leave 3/4 of the cigar there. Special sticks like that, I won't do it. With some other sticks, if I'm just in the mood for it and I don't have a whole lot of time, I will do that. I don't really care. If you can go and get a couple more, I'll get a couple more later on. But for ones you can't find anymore, definitely smoke the whole thing and enjoy it. You want to be in a situation where there's not going to be any distractions that you know of. Obviously, emergencies do happen, so you can't control those. They're unknown. It's an emergency for a reason. But, don't be trying to sit out there and smoke it while your significant other is putting the kids down to bed, and you may or may not have to go in and help them put her back down, or she's cooking dinner and you're trying to smoke the cigar before dinner and she needs help, or something goes on and you need to do something to help with dinner or whatever, make sure there's no distractions so you can enjoy it fully until its fullest extent. I have only ever used a single flame torch. I have not used a 2 or a 3. Just haven't had the chance to try them. Don't feel like just buying one just to say I have it. I have a perfectly good single butane flame here that I do enjoy and works. Don't think I need another one. Somebody gifts me one, I will use it. It's not a problem. You're more than welcome to send me stuff. People do send packages every now and then again in the mail for stuff for me to try. So I don't mind that. I appreciate it. So if you wanted to send something like that, feel free to send me a direct message. And I can send you my address so you can send me the stuff. Like I said, hopefully coming to the end of 2020 here, starting to get things together for 2021, looking at some cigar events I'm going to be going to, starting to block out dates for those. So if there's a cigar event, that you like or enjoy, comment it below. Maybe I can see if I can go and we can meet up there and have a couple sticks and talk and hang out and meet. Always open to that as well. We will be doing some giveaways soon, so do comment below. I will start doing giveaways, start sending out some cigars, send out some cool stuff, send out some swag. So the more subscribers I get, the more comments I get, obviously the better the swag and the cigars will be. The giveaways will get bigger. So my goal is to create a YouTube channel. So my goal is to be able to provide to you guys great content, give you guys information on the cigars I'm smoking and what they taste like, so you can go out and try them. Also, when you're going somewhere and you see something you want to drink, you say, oh man, I'd really like this drink, but I don't know what to have with it. Well, hopefully I can offer you that assistance where you're like, oh hey, I saw that on Brad with Brad Cigars. He was having this, Pappy Van Winkle, and he was smoking this cigar with it and said it's good. So let me try it because I have no idea what I want to try with this, and I do not want to be able to get a cigar that either makes the bourbon or my drinking experience a not pleasant one because I picked the wrong cigar. Or, you're just hanging out casual with some friends and you want to have a glass of red wine and sit down and smoke a cigar. And you're like, oh, hey, my friends like red wine. This is their, they like red wine. Well, I like smoking cigars, so I want to be able to introduce them to cigars and wine. So, you can go on one of my other videos and check out, okay, what cigars pair good with these wines. So you can go out and go get those and then be an entertainment to your friends, and you guys can have a pleasant experience about learning how to smoke cigars while drinking wine and not ruin the experience because you've mixed some stuff that shouldn't be mixed together. Because for a first-time cigar smoker, if it's not pleasant and they don't enjoy it and it's nasty or overpowering, you probably won't ever get them to like a cigar ever again or try one. So if you are trying to get somebody to smoke a cigar for the first time, please be cautious in what you give them to smoke. Try and make it something very light or mellow, something easy on the palate so that they're not going to be able to taste the little hint of cinnamon or little taste of vanilla that you get through a retrohale or at the end of a stick. They're just going to smoke the cigar, and if it's got good flavor, like the cigar in general's flavor, full, not the little hints of stuff you get, they're not going to be able to taste that. Their palate is probably not developed. As I'm sure you all know and have gone through, from smoking one cigar to another, you think they all taste the same, but then once you sit down and start developing your palate, you can finally go back and smoke those cigars you thought tasted the same, and then they taste totally different. That does happen. I have seen people that do that before. They're like, oh, all cigars are the same, and then, 6 months later, they're like, these are good, but they're all the same. It doesn't matter what I smoke, and then 6 months down the road, 7 months down the road, you're talking to them, and they're like, oh man, you were right. This is totally different than what I first tasted. I can now taste this and that and this, which was different than what I could before. So, we're still holding a good ash here, which I do like. When you see a nice ash like that, usually that signifies that the cigar is A, been properly rolled and made, B, it also has proper storage, which means the humidity and the temperature have been right so that you can smoke this cigar in pristine condition like it was meant to be smoked. Because sometimes you will see at the ash, it will be flaky. Sometimes you can, just take a cigar and roll it in your fingers and it'll start to crack. That means that it is too dry, which is not good. It'll burn hotter. It will give you an unpleasant taste. So that this means that with a nice tight ash, with it well together, that means that you're tasting the full aromas of the cigar. You're tasting the full cigar to its extent of what it was meant to be for. The roller's done their job, you've done your job, and now you get to enjoy it. So congratulations. So, I'd say that we are probably about halfway through this cigar. The flavor has started to change a little bit. It's starting to get definitely starting to go away from the spice, and the spice is turning more into, I'd say, like a coffee note. You are getting a little bit of coffee as you get into this, which is nice. It's just very slightly. I do not smoke coffee, or I do not smoke coffee. Oh my goodness, guys. Apparently I should be drinking bourbon instead of drinking Coca-Cola. I do not drink coffee. I don't enjoy it. It's just my palate. I do enjoy hot chocolate, different flavors of hot chocolate as well. Just coffee's not my thing. So, but when there's coffee and cigars, I do like the flavor of it. I do like the smell of it. I just don't like once the coffee's bean is ground and mixed with water and the taste that it comes out of after that. So unfortunately, I will not be able to help you out with really any coffee and cigar pairings. I obviously can give you some suggestions on what I've read online, what I've talked with people about, but firsthand, I do not have any experience with that. So just a FYI. I do like to... Hey guys, so the label is still on here. I do like to keep the band on there until I get closer to it. I don't like to pull them off because sometimes the back where it is put together at and the seam is, they do put a little like glue on there. Sometimes the glue does happen to get on the wrapper and pull the wrapper off, so I like to wait till it gets a little bit warm under the band so that the peeling the label off is a little bit easier because that glue and the paper is a little bit warmer. Just my preference. Some people take it off right away. Some people wait. Some people only smoke it to the band and then put it out. So why don't you, again, comment below. Do you take the band off as soon as you start? Do you take the band off when you get a little bit through it? Or do you just smoke it to the band and then once there's a band, then that's when you're done? Neither way is wrong or right. Everybody's got their own preference. But I'd like to know what your preference is. So comment below. Other than that, guys, I'm going to finish up this cigar and enjoy. Stay smoking. Be safe.